Ooh, be a fighter, take your life in your own hands and make no promises but make demands till you get to where you wanna be. Nothing could stop you when you're free. When you're free. When you're free. Oh, oh.
Hi, I'm Robert Dakota, and we're here in Sedona, Arizona with Drunvalo, Melchizedek. Welcome, Drew.
Thank you.
I was just curious, and I'm sure a lot of other people are, what's new for 2010? What's next?
Well, I'm taking off for about 6 months. I'm going on a sabbatical. I started a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to write. First, I have to write a script for a new broadcast out of Hungary. The last one was on the Mayans in 2012. This one is also on 2012. But it is on something that most of the world is completely unaware of, but it'll affect every person on Earth. And so I'm going to talk about this. It's about the consciousness grids that are around the Earth. These grids are essential for human consciousness to move from where we are now into a new level of consciousness. And you can't do it without them. And so it is the discovery of how these grids were created over time. They came all the way out of Atlantis through Egypt, all the way up until present day time, and they were just completed just last year. And the story is amazing. The science behind it is fantastic. And what it means for us as human beings is a very beautiful and hopeful picture for the future. And it's interesting that even though it was talked about in the United Nations and so many other places, the world really has no idea. And so this next broadcast is going to enlighten the world around what has taken place over the last 13,000 years and what it means for the future of humanity. I'm really excited about writing this. I really am. It's a great thing. I can hardly wait. And then there's a couple other books I've been working on for 2 years. One of them is really important because it finishes the first 3 books that I wrote, and that one I've been so busy with so many things over the last 2 years, distracted in so many ways, that I'm still on chapter 1 after 2 years, and so I'm just going to stop it. I'm going to do nothing but write, and hopefully that will get done, and some other things I'm doing. So it's a time of quiet period for me.
Do you have a new workshop this year?
Yeah, that's another reason why I'm stopping for a while, because making a workshop is like creating a painting. You're laying layers over layers. You have to figure out every single event that takes place in there and how it's going to affect people. It takes a lot of thought and a lot of time. And what I've discovered over the last few years is that there's a new need that is emerging from people that have been meditating for 20 years and 30 years and are wrapped up in the events of this life with the environmental problems and the financial problems and everything else that is going on. They need to find a way to be able to stay focused on their spiritual path and live in the midst of this chaos. And that's what the direction of this workshop is going to be about.
Can you talk a little bit about visualization and meditation and the importance for this time?
Well, meditation is the key to higher consciousness, period. There's no way to get there but through meditation. I suppose there could be an accident or something happens that is totally outrageous and it maybe change you forever, but those things are very rare. It usually is a lot of work, and it's a lot of time involved, and it's internal work. And you must keep going until you can clearly see that the inner world of all your dreams and visions and what you see and everything in the outer world is all connected to what we call the outer reality. It's all one thing. And so meditation is really important so that we can eventually see that there is a way to dream, an ancient way to dream, that can change our world and what is around us. And so, you know, I've been meditating now for, I don't know how long, 45, 50 years or something. And I'm still learning, I'm still understanding, and I'm going deeper all the time. And I really recommend that anybody that is really interested in knowing what the word ascension actually means, that they will discover it through meditation and really no other way.
And visualization, you know, we have this Sacred Earth multimedia cultural tour coming up, and a lot of that is footage from the journeys that we've taken and shared together.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see that as in connection with meditation, and how could that be valuable?
Well, the filming that you've been doing for 5 years or more, maybe longer, I'm not sure how much longer, you've gone to many places with me, to Guatemala, to New Zealand, to Easter Island and Moorea, and I don't remember all the places, I think the Southwest here, different places where you've been filming. And these images and the other images that come from Martin Gray and other visionary artists and people that are working with you, to me, what this does is it inspires people. It ignites a flame inside their heart, or can do that, and could begin to get them into meditation and begin to understand the inner worlds, and not just the everyday world of having a job and getting food on the table. There's much more to life than that, you know. And so I really support what you're doing, and your work is beautiful. It really is. And so you feel something, you touch upon something in your work that I think would really help people. And so that's why I'm here now, is to try to help you in some way to find whatever is needed with the people and whatever is needed to get this going, because it's not just a beauty, it's a light that comes from what you're doing, and it's important.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I really wish you the best on this, and if there's anything I can do to help you, I more than just this, I would like to do that.
Thank you, Drew. You have 6 workshops here in Sedona this year.
Yes, I have 3 of the old workshop, which is a summation of everything that was taught in the first 3 books, The Ancient Secret, The Flower of Life, and Living in the Heart, and the missing information that was not understood and not even presented in most cases. And so it's to clarify that for people. And then the new workshop, which is to get them so they can use this information, even though their lives and what's around our lives is just in chaos, because the whole world's in chaos right now, and in fear. And fear is one of the greatest problems in working with consciousness and meditation. Fear takes you out of your heart. It makes you weak. It makes you do things you would normally not do. And the whole world is wrapped up in this right now. I mean, not everybody, but a lot of it. And so we need to empower. We need to get people out of that and into love and into an openness and expansion. And that's what the new workshop is. That's the direction I'm heading. And what you do is very similar. It's a very similar thing. It opens people's hearts. It inspires them, and hopefully will get them to go within themselves and discover who they are, which is directly connected to the source of all life everywhere.
Thank you, Drew.
Okay. You're welcome.
So take a real close look at what you've been given, cause what you've been given better be the truth you be living. Take from the material, put it back into ethereal energy, till you feel it in the ground, coming up through your roots, till you feel it in your roots. This ain't no time to be living a lie, because the truth is, above us and below us there is only sky. Above us and below us there is only sky. Above us and below us there is only sky. Above us and below us there is only sky.